What's up with it, y'all? Smash the like, hit the sub. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. The Lakers tonight defeated the Clippers. Not only defeated them, but just completely dominated them again, 131 to 106. But the biggest story here was a guy by the name of Talen Horton-Tucker, who I've been telling people about for the longest. I was one of the ones that have actually said that Horton-Tucker, he's gonna break out. And even though this was an NBA preseason game, this was his coming out party. Horton-Tucker was able to score 33 points easy and was getting easy work against the Clippers. The Clippers, I'll get to them in a second. But just to, give the backstory on Horton-Tucker, this guy wasn't even a five-star recruit coming out of high school. And he was ranked really low. But even in college, he only averaged like 11.8 points. Of course, that's not gonna wow you. And playing with a team like Iowa State, I mean, nobody was really, paying attention to him. And on top of that, he was in the second round, so the odds were already kind of stacked against him, and he was pretty much playing with house money. But the flip side to that is you never know what a player is going to evolve into. Okay, we just seen what happened to LiAngelo Ball. Okay, he got cut, got the door shut in his face, got to brush his shoulders off, dust off, and get right back into it. Horton-Tucker showed his athleticism tonight. He showed scoring. He showed slashing. He showed everything. A brilliant all-around game. I like what I see in Horton-Tucker. I think the future is very bright for him. And he's going to mess around and end up taking somebody's spot. I'm confident enough to say it. I mean, 33 points, 4 assists, and 10 rebounds. I mean, a brilliant all-around game. And he played 41 minutes. He played 41 minutes. Okay? Yes, I get it. Everybody like pump the brake. It's just a preseason game. Okay, but he was playing against the starters. He was playing against Kawhi. He was playing against Paul George. He was playing against Pat Bev. He was playing against Serge Ibaka. He was playing against guys that have been in the league for quite some time now. And the thing that you got to realize about this guy is he's still young. He's still young. He's still a baby. He hadn't even hit his prime yet. I know that sounds like a broken record with some of these guys that I say, but you never know what some of these guys are going to blossom into. And he seems to be picking it up, pretty good. Because even when he was, called on, earlier in the season last year to do what was necessary for the betterment of the team, that's what he did. Okay, you saw flashes of him. And I said that when given an opportunity, this guy can be something. Now, the reason why I think that this guy also may end up, having superstar potential is because this guy is hella athletic. I mean, to be 6'4", 6'4", 6'5". This guy did some amazing things tonight, but he put the icing on the cake. Nobody saw that dunk coming tonight. Nobody saw that ferocious dunk that he did tonight. But anyhow, you got Kyle Kuzma. He put up 25. Uh, Morris had 11. Caldwell Pope had 16. Quinn Cook had 14. Montrezl Harrell had 19. So it was a pretty much a balanced attack. Everybody was getting it from all ends. I think Quinn Cook did an excellent job with his playmaking. That's something we talked about because he had 7 assists and was able to run the point pretty good because that's the thing, that's the question that was coming in. Oh well, will they be able to have somebody that would be able to take over for the point guard now that they done lost Rondo? But speaking of point guard, that's what we got to talk about with the Clippers. I mean, they need a playmaker. It shows. I mean, you can only do so much, with Pat Bev. As I've said it before, I love Pat Bev. I love his game. I love what he brings to the table. But they know damn well that Terrence Mann can only do so much. He's not the facilitator that somebody like a Rondo, somebody like a Chris Paul, an essential point guard. He's not one of those. Okay, you need a guy in there that's going to really distribute the ball, and and more importantly, be that general that's going to lead the charge. Kawhi is not a point guard. He's not a point guard. Okay, he he can bring up the ball and bring it past the timeline and get the offense moving, but that's not his natural job. His natural job is being a true three and a two-way player. And when healthy, and when Kawhi is on his game, he's the best player besides KD and LeBron in the game. And even I'll throw Giannis in there when he gets his jump shot right. But the Clippers need help. They need help. They need to figure this thing out. Another thing that also concerns me about the Clippers too as well is Zubac. When he played for the Lakers, at one time, Zubac Zubac was looking like he could have been, an all star going on into the future of his career. But ever since he got to the Clippers, it seems that they do not know how to use Zubac. Zubac can score. He has moves in the post, but they are not using that guy correctly. I don't know what it is. So they have a lot of adjustments, and they have a lot of things that they're gonna have to go back and try to figure out. And being the architect that Jerry West is, I'll never go to sleep on him because he knows what he's doing. And Balmer, he's not gonna stand for this because he's invested a lot. He's taking risks in order for this club to advance. He wants to win championships. So does Jerry West, and so does Ty Lue. Ty Lue has a championship up under his belt. So let me know what y'all think. Is Horton-Tucker for real? Do you see a bright future for him? And what do you see with the state of the Clippers going? Y'all let me know.